between two chests pressed tight lies a distance we can no longer fight. Your arms wrap around, holding me near, yet they are frozen, unlike the ones I held dear. Once your embrace was a fireplace so bright, my sanctuary from the loneliest night. Now your arms have turned to walls of ice, draining the warmth, leaving us suffocating place. We are so close, skin against skin, yet your soul is frozen somewhere within. No racing heartbeats, no spark left to trace, just two silences colliding in this space. This embrace no longer heals the pain, it only proves that nothing will remain. A hollow gesture, polite but dead, whispering that us is all that is spent. This, your embrace was a fireplace so bright, my sanctuary from the loneliest night. Now your arms have turned to walls of ice, draining the warmth, leaving a suffocating price. How can a storm rage so wild and clear in a place where no ripples or shadows appear? Empty on the outside, suffocating within, drowning the senses where the quiet begins. With no gravity to pull, the droplets float like memories of you on a drifting boat. It wets no earth, it feeds no land, just leaves this vacuum too numb to stand. For the heaviest rain, my love, you see, is not the one falling from a cloudy sea, but the tears trapped inside a hollow chest, falling forever, completely unconfessed. bleeds no more, no longer open wide. The time has passed, the scars have learned to hide. Yet underneath the skin increases deep and low. Something still pulses every time the night fires glow. This wound is not dead, it just learned to be still. Rising and falling with my chest against my will. It inhales the remnants of the memories you left behind. Then exhales a suffocation that refuses to unbind. Every single time I try to laugh or smile, it draws its breath, reminding me of that painful mile. A trauma that grew into a parasite of time, feeding on the pieces of this broken heart of mine. This wound is not dead, it just learned to be still. Rising and falling with my chest against my will. It inhales the remnants of the memories you left behind, then exhales a suffocation that refuses to unbind. One, two, three. One by one they fall into my lap. Counting my own tears turns out to be more exhausting than counting the stars in the night sky. Every drop that falls carries a story of wounds that were never given a name, of disappointments neatly tucked away until the suffocation could no longer be contained. My fingers are wet, tracing the numbers, counting the shattered pieces of a heart turned to grief. Why does this river flow so heavily inside a room so quiet and lonely? It felt just like that, like a dry leaf in the month of July. Without a goodbye, without a sound, leaving the branch lonely on the ground. Once it was planted with a handful of prayers, watered by tears and sweat through the years. I thought it would grow tall and high, becoming a shelter for my dreams in the sky. But the storm of reality was too severe.